Let's see if we can't do something about my boredom.
Well, ain't it just the prettiest day out here in the Kaled Highlands, in the Bloodborne lands, as the good folks call them. Alright, we need to get shit done. Now, this game has got to get beat. There's no getting around it. Dillying and dallying, all we're doing is giving Miyazaki everything he wanted, son. He grows so fat and powerful as we meander through the game. There is one of them horse bosses here that I would love to bully to death. Do I have horse boss bullying gear? I could just spew dragon fire at him. Horse bosses hate it. It's not dilly-dallying. It's technically advancement because we're advancing our character. Okay. I'll take any excuse to bully a horse with a pompous-ass knight on it. Because the pompous-ass knight belongs to lovers. He has no fucking idea what's about to happen, boys, and neither does his horse's asshole, son. Oh, if I tried to throw a haymaker. Burnt up. Look, it didn't even do that much damage, and I don't even fucking care. I'm still a moral victor. Alright. Well, what do you care about? Lightning bolts? Everybody hates them. Yep, I knew it. I knew that'd make him mad. Come on, idiot, with your cool halberd. Oh, wow. You fucking clipped me. Real fucking mature. Alright, we're going to shoot. We're going to make our lightning bolt big. No, he can dodge big lightning bolts. He can dodge any lightning bolt if he really wants to. Torrent is about to be killed. I thought you would be easier than this. I'm fat rolling because I haven't ruined up, which means I don't have my full endurance. It's the perfect way to start a new recording session, I've realized. It's so on brand for Tenfey that I can't get mad. Sensible chuckles are the order of the day. I bolstered my shield, and I'm pretty sure horse feet count as a physical attack. Miyazaki, you hack. Alright, here's what I want to do. If he ever would just get the fuck away from me for a second, we could pop in here and switch to this shield, and now we can roll. And if I can roll, I can fight. You think I can't beat you? You think I ain't got Dragon Tail? Boys, anyone with public broadcast access could watch Dragon Tales. I've never actually seen that cartoon. I just know it's a PBS cartoon, so I thought you kids would appreciate the joke. Alright. You have to do something, sir. Is this it? Are we do-si-doing? Alright. Ooh. 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 I don't care that it didn't do much damage. Once again, I'm the moral victor. I guess we just need to get on Torrent and just fight him. If I had had any idea it was going to be this much of a nightmare to come over here and tussle with this thing, I wouldn't have put you kids through this. But then again, would it really be a Tenfey video if I didn't just get my ass whipped by a horse immediately? I guess I overestimated how powerful I am, even though I've gained so many levels. I guess it just goes to prove that your equipment level is more important than your character level, son. That was the lesson Miyazaki was trying to teach us. Well, now we can just advance forward like crawled, so we need to go that way to that. We could actually go around this bend where I farmed this ball for such a long amount of time. What a waste. It's a good thing my time was already so worthless, or it'd have been tragic. I just let him do that for old time's sake. So what is down here? I've never ridden through this part of the map on my personal character or anything, so I've never really seen the truth. Another ball! I guess. I let that one hit me because I feel bad for how many times I killed his friend. Alright, there's a bear. I guess that's interesting, but I don't really care much. Unless you're one of those big bears, and then I despise you. With every ounce of hate my heart could produce. Alright, where am I going? More bears. Very bear-rich environment. Well, there's a site of grace. I had no fucking idea. Who knew? I guess I'll... Oh, Jesus! I was just going to sit down and rest, but somebody got real fucking ornery. Somebody forgot that against regular enemies, I'm still somewhat powerful. That's right. Son, I thought you would flop around more than that to humorous effect. It's my own fault for believing in you. Never believe in bear corpses. I guess we should go up there and interact with that minor Erd tree, because there's always a guardian there, but you usually get... Oh, yeah, there's these guys, too. But you get, like, more materia for your flask of physics. Big urns. Are any of these big urns alive? Hopefully not. Ari, is that you? Are you the boss? Oleg, get in here, you nut. Where were you when I was getting bullied by a horse? Nowhere. Son, you were trying to beat Silent Hill 1 because you were in nowhere. Have you seen my boy Oleg? He's hitting you in the ass. Why don't you give him a big eyeful while I turn you up? I mean, it's moderate to decent damage. I just need you to notice Oleg Senpai. Sitting at the back, sitting by the next to the window, looking out wistfully while the teacher's talking about algebra or valence electrons or some other nonsense that teachers think is important. You were more bullyable that time. Okay, he's going to summon his little bullet hell shooter thing. And one of his friends is going to come in here, which is cheating. Oleg doesn't count as cheating because he's an item. I can't ever cast a spell again because there's a man with a spear who could poke me. And if you're poked, that's it. Magic has no meaning. If you went into Hogwarts with a sharpened stick, it'd be in the, the fucking, whatever the wizard newspaper was called. Rita Skeeter or whatever her name was. I let that thing fucking bully me to death for no reason. The only reason I lost that fight was that shitty little spearman. Also, you'll know that I wasn't embered up. Always ember up for safety. That's what Blade, the wolf man, would want to say. Do I have to do his fucking quest line? I just want to beat the game. Where is my corpse? It's like playing EverQuest. Oh, I died right over here. Well, you're real near where the site of grace or the statue of Merca or whatever. Yes, okay, okay, okay. Everyone's real impressed that you hit me. Alright, here's what we're going to do different this time. Well, first of all, we're nowhere near those little mans. I would love to put heals on my boy that I summoned, but I can't get near him because the boss is always so fucking mad. Alright, good. We can finally cast spells. We could finally dole out great justice. The Eyes of Frenzy would probably work pretty good. I don't even think I have those anymore because I have this. Yes, I know you always get a second swing and it always hits me, and the kids at home always unsubscribe and press the dislike button. This game, everything in this game is always behind you and you roll into it. I'm fucking sick of it. I'm sick of denying the truth. Give me a good sip, my man. Hey, can I cast a spell again? No, because even though I know that every enemy in the game always attacks one more time, I can never learn from it. Nothing staggers the man. Nothing. You could walk in the room and tell him his entire family had been killed in a plane crash, and his dog had been run over, and the company he worked for went bankrupt, and the building burned down, and he has AIDS, and he'd be like, oh, okay. I'm just going to swing this hammer twice, because I always do it. That's how you know that I'm the hero of the Earth Tree. Rolled off a cliff, the ultimate technique. Nobody would have expected it. Cliff tactics, son. Cliff Huxtable himself, I'm going to get hit by bullet hell. I couldn't even cast one fucking instance of fire, really. Really, Miyazaki? Okay, he's going to swing, and then, oh no, he swang again. Oh no, Miyazaki got me good. My pants around my ankles and my asshole on full display. Fuck you, and fuck the man that created you. Great justice. Oh, Lord. I don't even know what I got. Okay, opaline hard tier, stone barb crack tier. I bet they're real good. Let's look at them. Temporary boost all damage negation. Well, I mean, it's not a bad thing, I guess. It's just like Miyazaki to give me a decent item just to, to get one last FU towards me to make me look bad on the internet. Whereas he has no idea how capable I am of doing that by myself. Alright. Fort Mick, whatever that building is growing closer by the second. It contains an item I want to progress forward. Oh, look, there's a little secret thing we can jump up. Whoosh! Here I am, boys. You'll notice this big heel, which, spoilers, is actually a dragon. But they're not dead. They're just real bad off. You could sit there and bully them for a minute with bleed weapons and get you a bunch of dragon gizzards, or dragon hearts, as some folks calls them. And that'll be a good thing if we want to learn more dragomancy. And who wouldn't? Hello, sir. You seem to be in distress. Please allow me to cleave your asshole for several minutes. Alright, he drops a bunch of runes, so we might as well benefit from it. Okay, I have at least one of these. Alright, let's get his HP lower. Ooh. Don't take a minute. And when the bleed procs, I forgot that my katana is like holy, which reduced the bleed build up. Yeah, see there, it finally happened. Do I have a more better bleed weapon? Let's think. This thing causes... No, it doesn't. It looks like it should. I ain't never used this damn grafted arm cannon either. What a waste. That's okay, this thing loves to cause bleed build up, son. Disabled dragons hate it. We're getting there. I actually used this for a while on my other character because he's an arcane boy. How about if I slap this shit at you? It doesn't even reach him. You have to penetrate his feathery hide. Oh god, if scientists decided that dragons actually had feathers, thus ruining them. Get Alan Grant in here. He's got to know something about dragons. He's like, I know that they're not dinosaurs. Now, if you excuse me, I have to go to this New England village and go completely insane. What other movies have Sam Neill been in? Event Horizon, he goes crazy in that one too. That man can't catch a break. You're like, well, he didn't go crazy in Jurassic Park. I'm like, yeah, but them youngers are driving him crazy. When the T-Rex showed up, he was like, oh, thank God. But then he ended up being the one taking care of the kids. So, that was Hammond's actual plan in Jurassic Park. He planned for all that shit to happen and Nedry to fuck everything up because he just wanted to teach Alan Grant like the joys of parenthood temporarily. He's also the one that convinced Ellie, or whatever her name is, female Dr. Grant, to wear those short shorts when she's around Grant all the time. So there's other joys of parenthood as well. Only Hammond knew that. Anatech could never understand that. And that's why they couldn't really clone dinosaurs. Oh, Jesus, I didn't think you were so close to dying. Can I eat this foot in time? Ooh, I think I did. Oh, yeah. Now, there's an exploit you can do where you bleed that thing and then you ride really fast over there and set at the site of grace, and you still get the runes, but the corpse remains. And you can farm runes that way if you really need to. I'm more of a shooting a big bird on a ledge kind of guy. Just the way I am, the way I was born. Don't shame me for it. Let he who has not spent 5 or 6 hours doing one repetitive motion in a video game to make their in-game character stronger cast the first stone. You're like, alright, I got an arm full of them, son. I ain't ever touched a Soulsborne game. Alright, this place is full of bats, and I might have, like, not had a problem with bats up to this point, but these are, like, advanced bats, and they're not pleasant. So I'm going to summon my boy, and I'm going to bless him. Blessed be the night boy. Oh, for great justice, for victory we ride, fury of the Oleg. Alright, Oleg, this is some serious shit. I need you in here tanking this shit. Lightning bolt. Oh, well, one fucking lightning bolt kills them. I spent so much time building them up. They were weak on purpose. It's Miyazaki, adaptive AI difficulty. He's listening through the PlayStation controller. You think I'm crazy? You think I'm crazy? Okay, he's shitting and farting everywhere. Oleg don't care. He stuffed that helmet with like cloves and olives to filter out the foul airs, as he calls them. I'm like, yeah, they're real fucking fair. Or foul, excuse me. These ones are more advanced, see? And now I'm justified in being so fucking paranoid about them. Okay, what do you think about my fucking frenzy optic? Oh, you think that some 2x4s nailed up to a wall will stop it. How did he know my weakness? It's the same way you beat Scott Summers. If Scott Summers is eyeballing you, or the equivalent of that, through either his cool sunglasses or his ruby visor, I assume. Like, all you gotta do, get the fuck off of me. I'm making up X-Men shit. I've got to take a sip. You crowd thought I was over-exaggerating. Oleg's only +2. He ain't equipped for this shit. I need some... Oh, no, I can't bolster my shield against having my fucking head eat. I'm telling you, that place is fucking dangerous. If Barry Burton was there, he'd be like, oh, this fuck shit is dangerous. Take a look at this. And Jill turns to look, and Barry's just got a Batman hung on the top of his head, gnawing on him. Okay, here's what we're going to do different. Bolstered? Yes, please. Ooh. Oleg was good, but he wasn't. I feel like the boys will have a better chance, because those things don't really spam AoE as far as I could tell, which means the boys could be perpetual, non-stop infinite boys. Alright, everybody's getting buffed. Well, they would if I two-handed my katana. Sorry, how embarrassing. I apologize for that. Alright. Death. Okay. Once again, the first ones are real easy. They trick you in. Miyazaki's like, oh, the first attack is free. But then you get your ass beat. Alright, boys, get in there. Make me proud. I don't need to be. My doctor says that fart clouds are real bad for my upper respiratory tract, so I'm going to not run in there with you. Oh, yeah, we could just spew hellfire. Why do I always forget? Every time I watch The Hunchback of Notre Dame and it gets to that fucking song, then I remember. I'm like, oh, yeah. That's right. How embarrassing. See how much better this plan's working? The boys don't care about fucking fart clouds. They ain't breathed air in fucking 2 centuries. And even if they could smell farts, they'd probably just like them, because they're fucking skeletons. How dare you judge them? Okay. Yeah. Everyone's real impressed with your shitting and farting. I'm trying to help my boys. Alright, don't get screamed at. Don't get grabbed. Okay. You need to back off my boys till they regenerate now. That's cheating otherwise. That's like when Max in the corner having Doc Lewis give him shoulder rub. You can't just run up there and punch him. That's cheating. Even Mike Tyson did. Well, you're like a more regular bat. I'd be the lightning bolt will humble you. My boys have returned. My boys have become quite powerful indeed. You'll never defeat me once I have my boy. Oh, Lord. He's screaming. He's a screamer, Jerry. I've seen it. He makes you think you're doing a maze game, and then when you're leaning in real close to the monitor, screaming. Alright, we got rid of one of those motherfuckers, and now additional motherfuckers in rear. And that's how you clear a bat-infested fuck fort. Very fun thing to say at parties. Am I fart clouded? Son, cleanse me, daddy. Ooh. I'm bolstered. My boys are still here and healthy. Wealthy and wise we'll have to look at later. Don't forget I got this cool spear. I'm kind of a cool spear guy. I think with this outfit I'm wearing and this spear and this shield, I could get into Dragon Skull. I just have to smuggle in the katana sword. A performance-enhancing Nippon steel. Alright, we're upstairs. What's in the box? A precious item. I thought the boys were an enemy for a brief moment. I don't deserve them. And there's the other half of the Dectus medallion. Remember way back at Fort McDouchebag? We got the one half. So the right half is in Dragonberry, which is where we are now. The left half is at Fort McDouchebag. That's basically what I said. Don't bother pausing reading. You don't need to see that. Try down. I guess there's additional loot. I think Spooky Ghost might attack you in this fort. But I've got Skeletons. Skeletons beat Spooky Ghosts every time. Now, if you had some Draculars running around, boys, I don't know what to tell you. Alright, do we need this lamp? The ambience would be better without it. Let's have confidence in our spear. Be wary of enemy. Invisible sort. Ho! Ha! He! This is how I enter my house every night if I get home and all the lights are off. And the sun's already set. Ah, look at you! Thinking you're real cool. Me and the boys form a spear gang, son. Yeah, that ghost got humbled. I don't know how else to describe it. Ghost humbling. What say you, good man? Yeah, that's real clever. I get a feeling there might be more good ghosts over here. The skeleton boys know. Ghosts hate it when you jump up in the air and bring down the lava of frenzy. Well, look at this cool helmet that dropped. The Radon Soldier helmet. It's got like tusks. I'm a Tuskman, Jerry. Always have been. Of the Westminster Tusksmen. It's not easy to say, Jerry. That's why we're so prestigious. I'll leave it up to you if I'm supposed to be talking to Jerry Seinfeld or like Jerry the Mouse. The canon answer is Jerry from Parks and Rec, the secret best character. Hey, dumb shit. Ooh. Yeah, this is my 1-2 humbling combo. You might need to finish him off with a light R1. That's how I humble ghosts. Even when the boys seem to have them on lockdown, they could always use some humble assistance. Alright, boys, blessings all around. They're like, but we are skeletons. Skeletons. I'm like, why do you talk like 50s robots? Skeletons and 50s robots have a lot in common when you break it down. Okay. We're doing a real bang-up job of ghost exterminating. This part's just optional. This is the fun part. Getting through the bats is eating your vegetables. Bullying a bunch of ghosts to death, son. That's dessert. Ooh. Ah. Look, the boys have their own ghost to fight too. Everybody get their own a ghost at Fort McFuckbat. Pop! Oh, you want another, sir? A frequent ass kicker program, are you? What are you all so mad at? They're looking for secret passages. Don't believe the messages. Here we go, boys. Ah, the good times. See, isn't this funner than when I'm on a bridge getting bullied by a big horse with an asshole on it? Horse ass bullying. I like how the ectoplasm erupts out of him when he's being countered. Alright, is this a ghost-free environment now? Excuse me, I requested a table in the ghost-free section. My asthma flares up when I get hateful spirits passing through me. I'm lactose intolerant. Ectoplactose intolerant. All right, there's a few more items to have over here by the ladder. But there's also... Are there any of those fuck bats left? What do you boys think? Tell you what, just to be safe, let's all get bless and boon. Boosh. Thanks, boys. I'll take it from here. Ooh. Anybody? I'll throw down some of my glow stick stones. They're also popular at ye old raves. Yep, the rats. There's always a secret rat. That'd be me if I was a famous artist. In all of my works, I would include a secret rat. The secret rat collection. Alright, we don't really need to be over here anymore, but there's shit I want to do way the fuck down here. So let's warp. Alright, we're getting there, son. This is pure progress. We ain't even 30 minutes in. And the most shit is getting accomplished. Should I stop and level up? I ain't in level up range, and I never will be. There's a church down here-ish somewhere we want to get to. So, I guess I could put a marker somewhere down there-ish. You're like, you're going to church? Tenfey, I thought you were cool. Cool kids stay home from church and grind in the hunting range in 65 million BC in Chrono Trigger. It's a true story. My grandma was out of town on a weekend. And that Sunday morning, my mom, who didn't regularly attend church, she just sent me with my grandmother. I was her tribute in her steed. She was like, Benjamin, do you want me to take you to church? I was like, I have an option? What? Is that doesn't even make sense. Like the words, I thought she had angrophoria or whatever it's called when you can't talk or hear words right. But I was like, no, that's okay. And boys, I got the most tech points. You stand around in that hunting range till it rains and that Mew comes out. And then you beat the shit out of him, son. It's like 30 TP or some ridiculous shit. Blood dogs. Also those big things. They're like Dogosaurus Rexes. Alright, here's how we're going to handle these dogs. I'm going to burn them up. Let's just calmly step back. Oh no! He made that wagon erupt. I think they've noticed me. Okay, his friend hasn't, and he's being stopped by his friend. That's a good thing for us, because I can do this. Oh no, he escaped! Right at the worst possible moment. Lightning bolt! Haha! Oh, good 40D. Okay. It became real dicey for the briefest moment. Fan daggers. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of daggers. She's not that bad. I'd use her over Ico, I guess. But you don't really need either of them. Reese's Wind will keep you healthy. You're like, Reese's Wind? Which character in the 9 has that? And I'm like, I'm sorry. I can no longer acknowledge you as a living thing. Lightning bolts. Like, oh no, he's still got the... It was, I weren't worried, and I know you kids weren't either. Oh no, don't notice me, or I'll have to make my lightning bolts real big. Oh no, we almost got him, but then he scooped. Oh no, Miyazaki's Edge, your friend! I thought he got killed by his... There's a lot happening. The environment. I thought I knew true horror till I saw those Dogosaurus Rexes turn on each other. There's a big bird. As I mentioned recently, this is not the best area, son. I know they got good schools, but the commute, my God, you're going to take the kids to school in an APC. You're like, hell yeah, that's what I ordered down at the Mexican place, son. That's got like steak and chicken and shrimp. It's a good joke for fans of Mexican restaurants. Do all Mexican restaurants have the ACP? Do you know what I'm talking about? Stop being mad at me. Stop stomping me with your thick crowman thighs. If I touch Grace, I win. It don't matter. Ha ha! Too late, jackass. Bird feet don't intimidate me, son. I've played enough Breath of the Wild to learn to appreciate them. Okay, great justice indeed. All right, we're at the good Dragon Church. Unlike the one on that island that only had a couple spells. We could come here with our big stack of dragon hearts. Look at all this good shit we can learn. So I want the big version of the fire spell. See, this channels dragon to spew flame breath, but this one just spew flame breath. You're not even channeling the dragon. I want that. I want rot breath. I want my breath to be absolutely fucking rotten, son. Like I just woke up. Dragon claw is good. I'd like to spew dragon ice. Now, we could also spew dragon magic breath. Do we want the big version of that? If we're going to spew it, we want the big version. And dragon claws for fun. Although we could save up for Grey Yol's roar. Dragon claw is really good when you're 1v1ing like a pompous knight. It probably would have helped me when I had my terrible fiasco against the Crucible Knight. That legendary moment. Fuck it. We just got to kill 3 dragons. There's one on the bridge down there where we were getting our ass kicked earlier by that horse rider. And there's a couple, I want to say, remember where we got the map? There's like a few up there as well. They're all over the fucking place. But this game's lousy with them. Dragon Apostles Cookbook. Well, what can that make? Dragon Wound Grease. Okay. Didn't know there was official Bad Dragon sponsorship. Well, how long have you been here? I've been in here eating dragon hearts, learning all kinds of shit. Why are you mad? Dragon Tail. Oh no, I didn't have enough faith in my heart to have poise. Excuse me, I meant to say Dragon Tail. Pot. Pot. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Good sport indeed, my friend. Tomfoolery and gayetry. The katana sword will be your end. Ha ha! That's my jumping flash slice. It's not really an advanced technique. Knight Lee wouldn't recognize it. And he's the sternest judge of all advanced techniques. If this is somehow your first Tenfey series, you're now required to watch Dark Souls 3 Standard Issue Knight. Okay, that's the main reason I wanted to be up here. So, I guess we could go down there to the Festival of Combat. I guess there's no reason not to. Well, there's these awful things in the way. But now that I'm not, set upon by them all at once. All of that happened because that one had the Miyazaki's edge. You can always find that critical moment of Tenfey failure. This whole time, none of that would have happened. That's the true failure, is I forgot to put that damn talisman back on. Okay, what would be actually helpful? Probably just stamina recovery speed. I have so fewer talismans on this character than I do my personal one. Ooh. Those things, like birds in real life, like to set up in high places and judge you. And then if they see you, they judge you edible. Look, I've destroyed them with mere thought. My words were more powerful than any katana sword. Miyazaki's like, that's not true. He literally put weapons in the game that are made out of words. And I guarantee the katana sword is probably more powerful. Oh, this bug died somehow. Yes, okay, you noticed me. I don't care. I just run past everybody. I'm a Souls veteran. I understand how to play these games. You bitch and moan. You run past everything. The only winning move is to bitch and moan. If I was the robot from War Games, that should be a movie that'll be made in the future with, like, deep fakes. You have a CGI me as the computer and the CGI Miyazaki as the kid. I've never actually seen that movie, by the way. I just know that famous thing. The only winning move is not to play. But Miyazaki would be like, oh no, the world's going to be destroyed by this shitty passive-aggressive AI. I have to disable it. And he would just put in one of his video games, and I'd be like, wow, that's real good game design. Ha ha, Miyazaki. I'm pushing buttons. Initiate fatpigeon.exe. The warp gate's not active. What could that mean? 'Tis interesting indeed. So does that mean the festival of combat is not currently taking place and it's just full of enemies? I suppose we could investigate together. Okay, they're shooting like ordnance at me. That's not a good sign. Or maybe they just always do that. Only Torrent got hit, making me the victor. They almost made me jump off a bridge. Just what they secretly wanted. Alright, there's a few of these pompous-ass knights wandering around. I wouldn't mind getting their tabard. It's red. But I don't really feel like dealing with them when they've got implements of war at the ready. They're probably not going to open this door for me, are they? Hey, idiots! It's me, the player character. Can I come in there and kick your ass? Well, hey, buddy boy, where the hell did you come from? You've got to give me a moment to bolster myself, and then I'll come in there and whip the dog shit out of you like you deserve. Hope. Bolstered and blessed. He thought he had me. Ooh. Ha ha! Good sport, have I mentioned recently that this T is nothing but. You can't roll through all of his stomp flames. I rolled into the attack. Miyazaki never anticipated it. Even he's like, what is he doing? Why won't he play my games right? He has. His feet are real safe on startup, I've noticed. He's so close. A lightning bolt could humble the man. Right in his inner thigh. The most sensitive spot on a pompous-ass giant. Okay. Cool. Pitched combat. Some people would call that. Oh. I landed on this chain. It turned into Ocarina of Time. Where are my fucking 60 rupees? Alright, who's in here other than you? Because if it's just you, that's not good for you, but it's real good for me. Pop! A dagger. I can only make so many Final Fantasy references. Long-time TV viewers are like, that's not true. Okay. Smith and Stone 6. That could make my katana sword healthier. Is that all that was over here? This seemed like an important spot. That knight's just sitting there so bored. He's like, when's the player character going to get here? God, so boring. I think we can jump to a cliff from here. Ignore my katana scabbard clipping through my cloak. It's just another feature that makes the katana such a good weapon. Oh. I sayest. That looks like it wouldn't kill you, would it? Rainbow stones have proved quite useful in situations like these. Huh? Well, it missed the cliff. God. Can't I, like, overhand throw one of those? Oh. Oh, yeah, that's real safe. Yeah! Y'all were probably horrified. I wasn't worried in the least, son. Alright, I'm bolstered. Nobody touch me, I'm bolstered. Hoot, 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 hoot. I come hooting up mountain. Oh, are you one of the jackasses that likes to throw shit at me? Oh, my katana sword says that's not good. I can't even carry whatever garbage you tried to give me. Time for revenge, said Big Sword, Big Shield Lass. Like a shield hero from the Shovel Knight. The shield, he's Shield Knight, not Shield Hero. I think it's Naofu Isama. I've been watching that season 2. They like cut the head off a big turtle. I was like, that's real interesting. that you did that. Is anything else going to happen? Oh. I'm just secretly hoping for more kawaii Raftalia moments. There are too many fucking bats in this game. Just like Ninja Gaiden 1. Miyazaki took to heart how annoying bats always are in those old video games. And he wanted to bring that into the new era. When was the last time a bat in a video game made you angry? You're like, Sonic Adventure 2, when she didn't make out with Knuckles and Tails and my OC character. I'm like, well, I don't know if the developers really could have, took that into mind. You might want to temper your expectations. I mean, I know I brought it up, but still. Yes, sir. How did you all die? He took a horse and decided he didn't need ground where he was going. Cliffs. Where we're going, we don't need cliffs. Did all of you die on a horse? Horse death, they call it. Jumping ahead, yeah. I guess a lot of people didn't notice. It's like an optical illusion. Okay. Jump, jump, slide, slide. I see scarabs that need killing. I see a graveyard full of bats. Don't fucking notice me and run away. I was sneaking. Cheating ass scarab. You're not going to stop me. You're not going to stop me from getting him. Haha. Flaming strike. That seems like a real cool thing to have. Is that the first fire weapon art we've found? Find a couple of slashes. Can really humble a bat. Lightning bolts help too. If you're a LARPer, bats pose no problem. Ooh! Make sure your lightning bolt is the big lightning bolt though. Smoldering butterfly. Old deer fat coin purse? There must be a hidden meaning. David Lynch left that note. If only I had a fruit and vegetables. Okay, we've encountered a fart cloud bat. The most dangerous variant. The most dangerous terms to type into DeviantArt when you're searching for Rouge the Bat art. Haha! Good sport. There are a 3 lightning bolt enemy. Golden Rune 9. Not a bad golden rune to have. Is that all? Have we discovered all the mysteries of... Well, we haven't discovered the mysteries of these player messages, but I suppose that's not up to us. Big ladders. Am I still going to be in a dream? Snake Eater. Is it just a bunch of weapons hanging up? Like, is that how you dry your weapons after you wash them? I had no idea. What do you got to say to me, buddy? No grace ahead. Well, we'll have to make our own. I'm a sneaky boy. No one's allowed to notice me. I'm a sneaky boy. Being quiet as I could be. Ooh! He's like, you betrayed the intentions of the song with your final breath. Yeah, if I get one of their night outfits, I'll have to respec to blue and purple. Blue and purple? Red and purple? That guy pretended not to notice because he hated that dude we just killed. I can respect. That doesn't mean I'm not going to stab you in the back. That doesn't mean it tisn't good sport. Alright, my man, my dog, what happened to you? You got bolstered. You had a crown on your head. You were holy Wolverine. It weren't enough. Something big got a hold of him. That must be a big swordsman. Yes, I also agree it could be a Get a Gear character. I'll tell you what, let's be bolstered. I glow with holy hatred when I backstab boys. Pop! To the hilt. Okay. You're doing a real good job, Snake Ride Play. Can't help but notice you got a fire sword. One of them fire sword guys. Alright, I forgot I could preemptively humble this crowd with my Viper Bite arrows. Now when he gets over here, he'll be weak. Oh, so weak. Feeling poisoned, my friend? Oh, so poisoned. Dragoon finisher! So yeah, if we could get one of their sets of armor, of course then our like gloves and boots and helmet might not match the color scheme, the metal. Because look, they're more silvery. Silver and gold. Be like when the Goblin Slayer first started slaying goblins. He had like a more gold colored armor and his helmet still had horns on it. How embarrassing. I need to get caught up on all the Goblin Slayer manga. I'm woefully behind. Dogs in the distance. Pop! Poison. 'Twas poison killed the beast. Anyone else? You get real good range on these things when you use the weapon art. The piercing shot or whatever. Wow, I actually landed on those barrels without exploding them. I should use this rare opportunity to rain down poisonous justice. They just get killed by it. They get their poison all at once. Oh, I see things wandering around down. Oh, God, Blade Lions. More Griever action. Squall Lionheart finally remembered his fur affinity password. And so now we're going to be accosted with more Grievers. If we ever make it to TMVA Final Fantasy VIII, those references will finally pay off. Or you could just play Final Fantasy VIII yourself. Don't believe the reverse hype. Son, you could have a good time playing Final Fantasy VIII. Just don't worry about it so much. You ain't got to have 100 every spell all the time. You ain't got to draw magic. You're like, but Spoonie said. I'm like, why don't you go take a look at Spoonie? Let's get an eye full of him these days. Yeah, I questioned the man. His ghost killed me. Oh, how shameful. I shouldn't have been prancing around on the balconies like that. It's my own hero. Oh my God. There was no side of grace that whole fucking time, was there? Okay. I'm not even fucking worried. I'm just going to run past everything. All of this is unnecessary, by the way. I only came down here because if the Festival of Combat was happening, we could fight Star Siege Rodan or whatever and get another rune and progress towards beating the fucking game. I wonder why it's not happening. Maybe because I haven't gone to the Atlas Plateau yet, which we could do now that I've got that other half of that emblem, which is the only actual thing I really came here to this zone to do. Okay, that giant's up there. That's where he came from earlier. Okay. Jump down to here. Pop. We know that running off of this is safe. Look how much faster the game is when you don't stop to fight the enemies and try to entertain people on YouTube. Not saying that's because of bad game design or anything. I'm just saying. Yeah, Miyazaki's like, you're just saying. Oh, you don't got to take that ladder? I guess you could just go up these ramps. Walking upstairs or climbing a ladder? Which one's more exhausting? Try piercing. Oh, no, you can't. This is a ye old Resident Evil style shortcut we've got to open. You're like, Resident Evil didn't invent, like, doors that lock from the inside. I'm like, yeah, but it popularized it. Just like Resident Evil didn't invent the, like, tank controls, third-person camera horror game. That was Alone in the Dark. But go take a look at that. Just when you're popping over to take a look at how Noah Antweiler, the Spoonie one, is doing. Maybe take a gander at that, too. See what holds up. Radon Soldier Greaves. Yeah. Pop! Alright. A little bit more stealth action this time. Boom. I'm so confident that I'm just going to turn away from him, son. You'll never get me through my dragon tail, boys. Why even try? Dragon tail is like spinach to me. I know I need to rune up, but I wanted to get down here and get my rune stain first. Oh no, it's up on a ledge and real dangerous to get to. Tell you what, just so you kids don't worry, we'll put one of these on. So I'm probably the first person doing a playthrough of this game you watched that's actually equipped one of those. The twig of sacrifice. And there we go. Boom. No, wait, don't do it. Okay, I turned around. I meant to blessings boon. I almost dragon-tailed off the edge, son. You'll pay for the whole dragon tail, but you'll only need the tip. Alright, back to Griever Slaying. I'm going to shoot those blade lions in the ass again. That other one's like, what are you yelling at? God, you fucking scared me. It'd be like those quote-unquote funny videos you see on YouTube and the internets, where it's just a compilation of somebody jumping out and startling like a roommate or a family member. I'm like, I bet that's real fucking pleasant to deal with. Alright, how are these boys doing? Are y'all having fun? It's going to take a little bit for them to die of poison. Plus, I don't even think we've poisoned them yet. Oh wow, you're real fucking dodgy. Psycho fucking man is called. He wants his gimmick back. I'll plug this shit into the player too. He dodged into it. I thought I was the only one that did that. Ooh! Ah, somehow he knew. Alright, good. He's got the fart cloud miasma. So does he. I'd love to throw lightning bolts at him, but I'll step forward. I think the frenzied burst doesn't make you move, though. Ooh, oh, excuse me. A slight little wooden pillar stopped my hateful frenzy gaze blast from hitting you. I'm being tapped. At least it made me fall backwards. I can only complain but so much. I haven't equipped any of my new cool Dragomancy, I realized. Did you all realize that before me? You're like, yes. Damn it. Well, hell yeah. Fun shit dropped. A blue sip, and then I'll take care of this other boy. These enemies shouldn't respawn. Blade lions are not eternal. Oh, he had a friend with him. Look, those barrels shattered. They were like their Horcruxes. Look at how good we're playing now. You can't complain. Skill required, too bad. Already got it. Bumbling and fumbling required ahead. Tri-tongue butthole, as they say. You're like, who says that? I'm like, well, you wouldn't know. They got a different skull. It's real popular in Canada. Lucky sevens, boys. Good thing I ain't Emerald Weapon. Good thing Barrett Wallace ain't here with a bunch of mastered command counter mimes. Alright, we're just waiting for him to get back in Eye of Frenzy range. This fucking spell's got range, boys. That really is the sniper to the Eyes of Frenzy shotgun. This looks like death. I could climb down that ladder. Let's see if I have to. I'd rather expend one of these. Look at how safe they... Oh, I forgot about that dog. Who was going to bother me. He's doing it anyway. Unintentionally. He's got like bothering ultra instinct. Anyone else waiting for me down there? Get all of your archer bullying done before you drop down, kids. That's the responsible thing to do. Boop. What's inside of here? Ye old good shit? I see some man walking over here with ill intentions. You could tell because he's destroying the environment. Dragon fire! Yeah! Get a whole fucking bunch of them. I don't even know if there's any over there. Oh, excuse me. I guess there was, but a sip is required first. Oh, that's the good. That's not even the big one that we learned at the church. Oh, I guess you didn't die somehow. You somehow didn't die twice. Talk about luck. Unkillable. Thanks for the commoner shoes. The commonest fucking shoes. I'm getting all kinds of drops. Armorer's cookbook. 5. 5. Where are you at? Immunizing cured meat. I mean, it's not bad. When we need to wade through the poison swamp. You're like, what if there's not a poison swamp? And then me and you just look at each other for a second and then we both bust out laughing. So just like that comic, that Garfield comic that was used to make the All of the Day Bro. Andrew Jobson shitface comic. So we've unlocked that Resident Evil door. I told you we'd do it, son. We didn't even need the helmet key or nothing. It was a fire hazard, son. I had to put it out. Okay. Good Ford Adventures. You had no idea what that you were signing up for them when you loaded up this episode of Tenfey's Magical Video Game Adventure. How many of y'all even know that that's what the letters TMVA stand for? Have you ever read the description? Son, without looking it up, prove you're a Tenfey true believer. What was the first TMVA? Come back. You've got like red. I don't even know if I need red sips, but I need you to be killed. I didn't. I didn't need red sips. Seek weak foe. So normally I think the Blade Lions would be down here bothering us. Like when Winnie the Pooh sitting down for a smackerel of honey. And then he just hears roaring and yelling. And large animals jumping all around his home. And slicing the walls. And he's like, oh bother. Piglet, the edgelord OCs are back. That could be canon in Kingdom Hearts if Nomura wasn't such a fucking hack writer. Boys, they brought me in to write Kingdom Hearts. You talk about a video game. I'm like, alright, well, the first world you go to is Lindblom from Final Fantasy IX. And they're like, okay, it's a deep cut, I guess. I'm like, yeah, real deep. They're like, what's the next location? I'm like, next location? What? That doesn't even make sense. You could have an event in Kingdom Hearts. I've only played the first Kingdom Hearts, and I only played up to the Tarzan world. Series didn't really grab me. But if you did, if they somehow did include, well, first of all, if they went back to including Final Fantasy shit, because apparently that's been going for a long time, and they wanted to set an event in Lindblom, all you do is set it during the Festival of the Hunt. Of course, everyone knows that you can't win, because there's only one cool enough Rat Lady Dragoon to win the Festival of the Hunt. But at least you could try. Like VV and Zidane. You're like, oh yeah, VV. He always wins when I play the game. I'm like, oh, I didn't know you could hack the game and take the integrity out of it. Did I mention recently how there was a limit to how often I could reference Final Fantasy IX and Tenfey video? Oh, the lies I tell. And the secrets I keep. When I'm talking in my sleep. What if that's all the Tenfey channel is? It's kind of like how, spoilers for Fight Club, by the way, the main character of Fight Club, Edward Norton, the reason he was so fucking tired all the time was because he was secretly going out at night as Tyler Durden to have side jobs and start fight clubs and like destroy credit card company buildings. But So in my case, like, I don't even realize the Tenfey channel exists. It's just sometimes I sleepwalk over here to the computer and set up the microphone and the Elgato and just start doing it. And then I get back into bed, and I've only laid in bed for like 10 minutes total, and I'm like, man, I'm wore out, my throat hurts, and I feel a deep sense of shame, like I was bad at a video game. I don't understand it. Basically what I'm saying is I'm Edward Norton. The real me is Edward Norton. And the Tenfey is just the Tyler Durden. Does that make Frey a Marla singer? Maybe. We'll leave that up to the fan artists. Who would be Robert Polson? Fat Chubbs. His name was Robert Fat Chubbs. His name was Robert Fat Chubbs. In Project Tenfey, none of us have names, but in his death, you do. His name was Robert Fat Chubbs. The first rule of Tenfey. I won't go into that spiel. You can only do so many Fight Club references. And if you go to the most basic one, the first rule of blank club is, etc. That's when you've given up. That's when you've become too mainstream. So yeah, this is my first time clearing this fort. When I came here on my personal character, my personal pan character, the festival was happening, and so there were no active enemies. You walked in, and Blave the Wolfman and Alexander the Living Jar, remember him? They were here, and then when I fought Star Siege Rodan, Farscape Rodan, Star Trek Voyager Rodan. Never watched Voyager. I've never watched any Star Trek except Next Generation. I feel like I'm not missing out, really. Would you sell, if you're a Star Trek Voyager fan, how would you sell Voyager to a TNG fan? And don't just point out that like Q and Riker show up sometimes. You can't try to sell me on it by saying it has a little bit of TNG. You're like, Picard's in the first episode. I'm like, is he there the whole time? You're like, oh, well, you know, he's got important things to do. That man's got like a vineyard he runs. He's got to shoot Borgs with Tommy guns. He needs to go to Tanagra with some guy he knows. I'm not afraid of you, sir. I just walk over here and slice you. Oh, look who almost got me. What a wasted opportunity to piss me off. The one thing that gets you in Miyazaki's good graces. Every enemy that dies in a Souls game is brought before Miyazaki to see where he belongs in the afterlife. And your worth is based on how much you aggravated the player. Guy comes in there. It's like, I had the Miyazaki's edge and caused Tenfey to panic and run and aggro a bunch of enemies, and then he died very shamefully. And Miyazaki is like the highest grace for that man. There's a lot of Soulsborne dogs in Soulsborne heaven, is all I'll say. You opened up real big? No, please, fuck engine san Yamate. Fuck engine dono. Yamate! Oh god, oh shit. Open your cavern and let me throw lightning in it. Try that line next time you're hitting on a lady at the bar. See what happens. You'll be lucky if you're just pepper sprayed. I bet something good lives over here behind the fuck engine. This was the perfect spot to put a cool item, Miyazaki. God damn. Done nothing about level design. What goes on in this spooky room? Nothing, because it ain't spooky no more. Oh no, I made it double spooky. That's not spooky, it's just an asshole with a crossbow. If you woke up in the middle of the night and like a ye old knight was standing at the foot of your bed, I mean, you'd be startled. But then if he just shot you with a crossbow, you'd just be mad. The red hot wet blade. My lord. I think that lets us put fire scaling on like any weapon, regardless of the weapon art. So that could be cool. While we're still faithful. We could turn our katana into a flame katana. There's been worse things to have happen. And there you go. That's the way heroes fight. Just because it doesn't look heroic doesn't mean it isn't, son. Okay. You all get real defensive when the player gets to this section, I've noticed. Alright, I got a two-step plan. First we poison arrow. Then we poison arrow. I didn't realize if you didn't charge it, it might not guarantee poison. He's going to come running. He's going to take a lightning bolt, and he's done. Tried to reach me before the poison killed him. He's like Joseph Joestar. Sorry, that was a regular arrow. How embarrassing. Here's a poison one. There's no reason to be mad about it. Piercer! Oh. I'll let the fart cloud kill him. It's the way he would have wanted to go. Alright. Oh, I see you. I thought my pompous jackass detectors were going crazy. Would you like to have a spear battle, sir? Sir, are you paying attention? I'm hoping he gets down here so I can kill him properly before he dies. No, to spite me. He leapt into hell the moment before I could smite him with my spear. He knew it was the only way he could win. Miyazaki will at least won't send him to Soul's Hell. Okay, there's an actual pompous knight. Oh, and he had a good friend with a crossbow. Don't let the Pope find out. Who? Throwing dagger? Throwing dagger? You'll never make it across that bridge, sir. What did I tell you? Oh no! To spite me, he took his item into hell with him. Fart Cloud Piercer. The worst AOL screen name. Dragon Tail. Pop. Pop. Watching pompous ass knights drop, son. Everyone's getting what they deserve today. Everyone's getting spoiled. Maybe I'll use your cool shield you dropped, Baka. Now, what good treasure that was made for me lives in this chest? It's not bad. It's just going to make our katana sword hardier. Alright. Well, there's the damn fog gate. We could just fall down there and get our spoils. I want to make sure I'm not missing any cool shit. Always keep your eyes open and your nostrils flared for the good shit. Once again, that's a... I should have thought of that before I said it. Okay. I guess we'll take a more safe route. What is the safe route to get down there? Let's see. There's this little area that doesn't really have anything in it. What's over here? Secret good shit. Did I sequence break by jumping on them barrels? Probably not. What's over here? I guess I could have just jumped over that. Whatever. I've already been over here. There's a rooftop we could be up on, fighting Santa Claus. I feel like if you catch Santa Claus delivering your presents and get a hold of him and fight him, you should be able to earn even better presents. Upgrade your presents through combat. He's like Scandinavian, right? He probably would respect that. There's not as many enemies. It's not as dense with enemies as you'd expect. I see a site of grace, finally. Touch grace, indeed. You did it. And finally, our great spoils. I thought for sure it was going to be his chest piece. No precious item ahead, so to speak, if only I had a grass. Okay, is that your way of trying to get me to hit that wall because it worked? There's no reason not to refreshen ourselves before we go in here and fight the boss, since there's no enemies in betwixt. Plus, we can equip our good magic now. So we want you there, and we still want you there, and you there. But now I want big fire. I want rot breath. And the frenzied burst has been too good not to keep on our bar. We're still so... If I ate some runes, we could gain a level. I probably should, considering I'm probably going to go in there and get my ass beat. Okay, just making sure that everything's good. All right, what do we need? Like 29,000. So let's see. We've got... How much does a 12 give you? So we'll use the other one of these. So we need to gain roughly 7,000. So the next one down. Let's try using 3 of these and see what happens. Try to be as exact. It's like Price is Right. Oh no, that poor Yodel man has been thrown off the top of that mountain. God bless him. Whew, so hard to choose. I'm currently a faithful man. But my talisman scales are arcane. I need to respec and go more arcane heavy. Probably. Maybe that's what we'll do after this fight. I don't even know what boss this is. Traverse of the Mist, son. Didn't know it was going to be like that. Okay. So let's... We'll try the boys. Well, there you go. I can't take much of the credit for that fight, son. That was all on the boys. I'm telling you, if you're having a time dealing with some pompous ass knights, especially Crucible knights, the boys is where it's at. You can never go wrong with them, son. They always know how to treat you just right. All right. And what is our reward for our great and honorable victory? Behold, I did it. You don't look like the kind of guy that has dragon tail, but who am I to judge? That was the true TMVA. I just wanted the boys to feel good because, you know, they helped me so much, but the dragon tail carried us through that fight. And when there was one stead of footprints in the boss arena, that is where the dragon tail carried me. Cradled in the crux of the dragon tail would be a good description for this episode.
Oh, tarnished are you? How did you slip inside with the gate closed? No matter, if you can fell one of them, you're a champion in my... I am Jaren, foolish old warrior and witness. Incidentally, do you like a good festival from time to time? Well, it's true. This fortress, when the stars align. A war festival honoring the mightiest demigod of the Shattering.
Son, I was just talking about a certain festival that takes place in a certain Final Fantasy game that apparently I'm not allowed to bring up anymore. So yeah, who doesn't love a good festival? A festivus for the rest of us, son.
Well, good. As you should. The festival affords glory, then all you need is a little patience. When the stars align, the festival will be declared.
Okay, when the stars align, this guy gets up and goes, I declare them's the most aligned stars I ever done seen, and they have the festival.
Have patience. When the star...
Whatever. Vodka. Seek liar. Well, I'm going to destroy your bookshelf. Oh no, 'tis undestroyable. Is this one of them Resident Evil doors? It's not. Tisn't indeed. Make sure we're not missing out on any other good shit in the region. I'm tempted to farm those knights until I get that purple and red outfit, but I guess we could stick with the orange and green for now. There's some knights in the volcano area that have like a yellow and orangish or goldish design. So you get some options when it comes to your knightly colors. Alright, let's go to the round table hold and take care of some shit.
What is it? The map indicate will lead you to go.
Oh yeah, we never went and talked to the beast clergyman, have we, on this character? How many death roots I got? 2. We could get beast claw. There's actually a beast talisman that scales with strength if we wanted to become strong faith boys. Maybe. We're either going to become arcane faith boys or strong faith boys. You got to choose one or the other. Oh, the boys could be taken to the next dimension. I'm doing it. And beyond. These are skeleton boys that have gone beyond. The headless and this person. It's probably useful too as a tank. We need to get a hold of some higher ghost gloveworts if we're going to be summoning the nightly crowd.
Well, I took you no matter to lay out.
Yeah, whatever. Alright, so you can take my katana up to this and this and this and this. She ain't weak. And remember, I picked up the Cross Naginata, which is not a bad weapon to have either. So we can at least get you all these free, quote-unquote, free levels. Because I wouldn't mind using this thing, too. This is a better, more defensive weapon, because you can hide behind your shield and still poke with it. We need to unlock the next rank of buying smithing stones, too, which is when we get to the Atlas Plateau. So we're getting all kinds of reasons to advance the damn game. Is the point I'm trying to get across. Is there anything we need to buy? Not really. You're like, yeah, you're advancing the game. I can do my Ashes of War here at the table. I forgot. I can if D wants to talk to me all the fucking time. I'm trying to sit down and eat my fucking toaster strudels before they go cold. And D's got to start running his mouth. We could take the cape off of this, but why would you? Why would anyone ever do such an awful thing? Let's try having this give us damage negation from when we're in boss fights. And restore HP. Of course, we usually need the FP more. So yeah, we'll keep it like that. Alright, Ashes of War. So if we were to turn you into a bloody katana and respec Arcane. See, the reason I want to respec Arcane is that our main sigil, or talisman, or whatever the hell they call it in this game, seal, is the dragon seal, which I just unequipped. And it scales primarily with Arcane. So really, if you want to go that route, you just need enough faith to use the highest level miracles you want to equip. And then dump all your points into Arcane and make your weapons that you're not going to, you know, cast blessings on bloody. Or, you know, occult or whatever gives it the Arcane scale in there. And you'll probably do a lot better. So I think it's worth a try. We need to go pay respec Woman a visit. Show her a little respect, but just a little bit. Now, the downside to that is that spear we were using, I think, scales better with faith. No, it scales better with dex. Well, we could become dexterous as well. So we could probably still keep using that spear because we are going to have some faith. George, we're not cutting George Michael out of our lives completely, son. We'll still see him at like Thanksgiving and every other Christmas. So on Arbor Day, he'll get a phone call at the very least, or a text of emojis. He knows what the eggplant means. Okay. Ashes of War. So we made you bloody. We want to keep that the way it is. And so our blessed Zweihander won't be quite as powerful if we go that way. So we could just make it... What if we made it a keen Zweihander? Is that a thing? With Giant Hunt. Because if we're going to go Dex, we should try it for the memes. Could use the Greatsword. How much strength are we going to want total? 19. Tell you what, to be able to use this with the rune. 24. So we want at least 19 strength. Alright, I got it. We got tons of tiers too. For every one of these, or not tiers, what are they called in this thing? Yeah. Oh, they are level tiers. So for every one of these we could research. I think there's 18 in the game. I don't know why they're not infinitely farmable. But that's Miyazaki's choice. Let's go pay old Moon Hat Lady a visit. While I take a sip of water. Ooh, such hydration. All right, lady.
Where did ye flee, my sweetings? Ah, is it thy wish to be born anew? To become a sweeting? Reborn of my beloved egg.
Where's your voice come from? Wherever I move the camera, it's so quiet. So you could use her to change your cosmetics, kind of like that mirror at the round table hold. Reborn. The Tenfey. All right, so we've got 187 points to spend. So I'm thinking, let's get you... Remember, we're going to gain 5 in every stat whenever we use Godric's Rune, and that's probably the one we're just going to use for the whole game. So let's get both of these to 55. I want at least... I think there's a miracle that's at 28 faith. So 23 at the least. Because with 27 gives us the dragon tail. Of course, the Dragomancies themselves, I should have looked at how much they need. Yeah, let's cancel. If we cancel, we won't lose the tier. Because we want to plan this out. Let's look at our miracles real quick. I'll get an eyeful. So the good Dragon Breath only needs 23, 17. Okay, we're not going to use Howl of Shibiri. This would actually be really good if we didn't make our katana. Tell you what, if we take the Naginata... Oh no, the Keen Zweihander. We could put the Blood Flame on it. My God, Mr. Lightning Bolt won't even know what to think of it. We've got all these pyromancies I don't really use because we got that, the original thing that we cared about. Our lightning spells. Frozen Lightning Spear is not bad, but I don't really see us using it that much. What do you need for this? 24. I'm going to get to 24 faith. That way, even if I'm not ruined, I can still cast Blessings Boon because it's really useful. It saves you a lot of red flask if you use it over the course of like a dungeon. So 24 faith. George Michael, son 24. He wouldn't mind. He's a huge Jeff Gordon fan. I don't remember if that's the correct number or not. If Imp Lemon is watching, he can chastise me in the comments. He's like, Tenfey's on a downward spiral of NASCAR knowledge. All right, so we wanted you to 19. We wanted you to 24. We definitely want at least like 50 vigor. Oh, there's no reason not to get it to 55. Let's get our endurance to like 35. And dump the rest in mind. Only 24 mind. I mean, anytime we cast our really big spells, we'll have to take like blue sips. What if we were to cannibalize our endurance? Now remember, it is going to go up by 5 when we use a rune arc. Oh wait, strength wasn't the thing I was supposed to put that in. It was this. I mean, wearing heavier armor is nice. We'll go with it, and if it's miserable, we can always respec again. Boom. Plus, I learned how to ball up. Good for me, I guess. Okay, cool. We're real boisterous. Let's go back to the round table hold. Figure out what our new loadout is going to be. Go from there. I like to stand in front of my comfort fire in here when I prepare myself for battle. When I strip asshole naked. Okay, asshole naked are we, but proud. We're a proud asshole naked people. So we want you. I need to go see if I have the Sombrine Stones needed to take that up. So this shield would give us even higher guard, but it weighs so much more. So for the time being, let's stick with the brass shield. Our main weapon now is our bloody katana. We're finally playing the way Miyazaki wanted. We could have gone into Int and used the Moon Veil. It's considered pretty good. But there's another katana later in the game that's considered even more gooder, if you can believe it. You're like, a gooder katana? Does that even make sense? Whew, this sacred partisan, that's like our original weapon food, son. We keep that in the box, even though we're like level 70 in Outland, and the greens are even better. Doesn't matter. This would be fun to use with that skill, but for now, let's just carry the spear. And luckily, this bow scales with arcane, so good for it. As far as our outfit goes, what do we want as our primary chest piece? I was liking our knight look. Of course, there's also OG knight. We could be the warrior. We could be the fur man. We could be, once again, like Mr. Lightning Bolt. Mysterious is how we'll describe this one. Hell, I just like this one. It's plain and simple. I've got Fire Monk Greaves. What about Radon Soldier Greaves? Radon Greaves. We could put our Tuskman helmet back on. Hell, we could probably just stick with what we were wearing. It'd still be medium load. I don't know why we're worrying about that so fucking much. I'd rather have some night leggings, though. Should we just go full cuckoo? We can't escape. We're caught in the grasp of the cuckoo, boys. I guess that's what we're rocking for now. There we go. This is like the kind of fella that knows what he's doing. This is like the kind of fella that would have a Japanese sword, doesn't he? Okay, I think our spell loadout is still good for now. So we really don't have any excuse to actually advance the damn game. So we could have gone through this tunnel, fought our way up, fought a big fiery rock salamander, the same one we fought to get the Moonveil Katana sword. But we decided to go get the halves of the emblem. So that's the path we chose. I chose the path less, crawling through a cavernous, and that has made all the difference in the playthrough. A cutscene's coming up for y'all to enjoy. It'll give me a good chance to take me some more swigs of water, so everybody wins. Oh, I have to hoist medallion, I forgot. Hoisted by your own medallion petard. Well, we made it. I didn't realize it was nighttime. The Altus Plateau. Look how close we are to the Erd Tree sign. These big old giants are here to greet us. I guess we could try out our new loadout on them. I don't know if rotten breath affects them particularly, but I'm willing to try it. Oh yeah, I could probably stand to put some talismans on. I definitely want my miracles boosted. Of the ones I have, stamina, because I don't have as much FP to worry about how much I restore these days. Alright, what do you think of rot breath? I stayed up all night eating onions and ass to get the most potent and powerful rot breath. Hell yeah, I can cast 2 full-powered rot breaths. Dragon ass breath, I think is what Miyazaki meant to call it. George R.R. Martin wouldn't let him because he knew it was too good an idea. He needs it for his next book. I was slightly too close to the man. He saw my cantankerous breath ways and he knew that was going to hit me too. Yeah, I'm full. Alright, this guy's going to require more hands-on katana sword combat. I'm realizing. Ha 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 ha! Bolstered! We got a bolsterer! Oh. Don't forget now that we've got the bloody high slash! Giants hate it. Oh yeah. I'd say it's working out pretty good. I think things are finally coming up. Soul the Confessor. Alright, what route do we want to take now that we're up here? We need the map. I see some grace flakes floating over here. Oop. Plus we could finally make it. Let there be fruit. That's me when I make a bowl of Rice Krispies. It's not true. I've never once put fruit in Rice Krispies. Because you always use chocolate milk, of course. They say the morning comes just after the dawn. I believe them. What a dreary fucking day to be discovering the Altus Plateau. More like the Assless Plateau. Really, James Rolfe? That one was just pitiful. Sad. I feel like I should have another talisman. Talismans. I think I need to talk to the lady in front of the two fingers back at the Firelink Shrine. I should just call it the Table Link Shrine of Roundness. Atlas bloomed. I was going to say, if I remember correctly, there's another path you could take down here. There we go. We'll get where we're needed. I see the glowworms. Ah, one of those arenas. I don't have the fucking patience for it right now. But I could feel you kids getting real disappointed. I've even got to spend a key. I don't even remember who's in here. Hopefully he can bleed. Well, no, they're like ghosts, aren't they? Oh, well. Maybe he can be rot breath. Maybe he's one of them ghosts that's not immune to dragon ass breath. A technique perfected by Dragon Slayer Ornstein. Fatty, you've got to include that in your next video. Okay, you look real fucking... Oh, you're Godric the Grafted? But as like a hateful ghost? Okay, he can be fart clouded. Good. I'm just going to keep breathing fire at you then. Like a great hero would. I wish a great hero would spew a bunch of dragon flames my way. He's got distance clearers. Alright, I'm going to get bolstered. I can't bolster with my katana sword. I forgot. I gave that up. I quit bolstering. The doctor told me I had blessed lung. Alright. Well, he is slowly taking damage. I guess we could go in there and fight him. Oh, get... Okay, you can't counter him. I forgot he's still fucking counter. What do you think about the bloody high slash? Not a fan. Not many people are. Lightning bolt. I know. The hitbox on your spells is so specific. Oh, he's doing his fucking end of the earth shit. We ought to be fighting him with Dragon Tail and honor. Alright, he finally stopped attacking. Pop! Pop! I thought we could stagger him out of the whirlwind of hate with Dragon Tail. Miyazaki's dying for me to get hit one more time. What if I had damage negation? Ooh. Okay, the miasma of death has worn off of him, so we're going to have to finish him with Dragon Tail. Too late, idiot! Pop! Pop! I finally earned that shit. All right. Maybe you kids were right. Maybe we did have a good time. What is that thing we found there? Enhances charge spells. I love charging up my spells. Let's equip it. I always love making my Dragon Tail the big Dragon Tail, son. What's down here in this ominous region? The hell is that? Oh, it's one of them legless fellas. You're like the elf? I guess. Not Lego ass. The elf. Oh, there's some of these little fellers too with their like meat cleavers on a stick. You'll never make it in a dragon skull with that fucking shit. That ain't a pole arm. You can't just tape a knife to the end of a stick. Well, no, David in Outbreak does that. And he's Outbreak's honorary dragoon character. And even I once taped a kitchen knife to the end of a metal baseball bat for the purposes of world-class Bloodborne Halloween cosplay. Okay. So we came up here because there are jackasses. There's actually a talisman we want down there, but there's fellers up here with not trebuchet, ballistas, I think is the term I'm looking for. Alright, your crowd's, because this is the set of soldiers that has the like golden armor I was talking about. So if we could find one of their pompous ass knights and humble him, that would be real good. I might have to farm that shit. Oh, I'm so sorry, I'm out of FP. I'm just going to have to cut you with my bloody katana sword. Okay, here you are. Pop. Pop. Charge! Boom! Yep, you almost had me. I was quite afeared. Boom. Alright, that should be everyone. Nope, there's this guy over here. There's always one jackass in rear. Now we should be able to run down here unmolested. And uncontested. And open this here rig up. Great shield. So that enhances your ability to, I meant to hold up my shield, to block with your shield, like your stability. So as soon as we get our third talisman slot, that's what's going in it. It's a game changer. Tommy taught me that to put bolster shield on a shield. And it does make certain combat encounters much less frustrating. It doesn't change the fact that Miyazaki is a hack fraud. And I've done nothing wrong. But it helps temper it a little bit. I will agree. That was the reason we wanted to come down this way. Okay, yeah, the map fragment is right up here. I guess we should kill everybody in case they drop some of their cool stuff. If you didn't want to be murdered, you shouldn't have been walking around with cool gear. It's your own fault. It's not victim blaming if they're asshole knights. Oh, come on, baby. Oh, there's his gloves. We're going to want everything but his helmet. They got one of them butter helmets, as they say. I love being the guy on the horse that bullies. Who knew? Oh, come on, baby. Oh, I forgot. That's another side effect of having so much fucking arcane. Is it infects? Well, kind of. It affects our drop rate. Our discovery rate. So, we should be able to farm stuff much easier now. Arcane is the true way to play. Arcane Katana. That was the original name of the game before they changed it to Elden Ring. Because that was Miyazaki's hint on how you should be playing the game. I saw a pumpkin head over here. That can't be allowed to happen. I'm wondering if I can dragon ass breath him through the wall. It's worth a try. Hell yeah! I finally understand. No. Never mind. Shelf that one. Okay. I bet I could hit you with this shit before you get anywhere fucking near me, son. Pop! What'd you drop for me, buddy? Sanctuary Stone. If this was Saga Frontier, I'd be set, boys. Those things are rare. They restore your entire party's WP, JP, and I think LP as well. They're like, what about HP? I'm like, well, if you'd played Saga Frontier, you know that your HP restores at the end of each fight because it's your LP that determines if character is quote-unquote dead or not. God. It's the sole reason the Ricky Magma Slime trial is so aggravating because they only do LP damage and there doesn't seem to be a way to avoid them. I don't even think using the... Does the hiding ring work on them? The thief ring? I need to play through Ricky's damn game in Saga Frontier Remastered. I've only beat Loot and Azaleas now that I think about it. I'd love to play that game for myself for fun, but I'm busy beating Elden Ring for you kids, son. I'm doing it all for you. I'm like Walter White. Y'all are like Skylar. I'm like, everything was for you. I was bad at video games on the internet for you. Neat. Golden seed. Is that enough to add a charge? Hell yeah. Now we can be 5 and 5. Johnny 5 is alive. What has Melina got to say about this area? She's like, there's all kinds of good shit here. You just got to look.
The Erd Tree is close. Only a little further till the foot it takes me back. I was born at the foot of the Erd Tree, where Mother gave me my purpose. Though now, everything is lost to me. I have to ascertain for myself the reason for which I live.
Boys, that's rough. I know how that feels. Alright, I'm tempted to go down there and farm them knights, but I'll probably just do that off camera, so you kids ain't got to deal with it. Oh yeah, we need the map. Before we even go to get the map, while I'm thinking about it, let's go to the round table hold and see if I get another talisman pouch. See if I get that good shit that I'm owed by the Two Fingers. You're real spooky in here. Let's make it real bright and festive. A few Japanese lanterns hung up in here, just like in Cobra Queen's lair in Freakazoid. To really spice this place up.
I had only once before. Look there. The fingers shudder with fine work, brave tarnished. You have earned.
I love how this lady is like, I can hear these big fingers talking, and they talk in a big voice like this. I'm the Two Fingers. Go forth. Great justice. Oh no! I was spamming the button and I spent that lady's soul. I don't even know what I bought with it. It doesn't matter. I couldn't use either thing. I think I bought the staff. Which one is it? My God. I could sort by order of acquisition. Was it this right? Yeah, okay. Well, I mean, it was either this or some sorcery that I was never going to use. So we're fine. But it is humorous, I'll admit. Good sport, maybe. You look ridiculous with that thing on your head, sir. I hope you know that.
Well,
I know, every time I leave. Talk about separation anxiety. Yeah, we can go ahead and get you up to A scaling. Boom. Oh, yeah. Boom. Damn, I thought we could keep riding. That good times train. Can't get our shield up. We're about to get the bell bearing that lets us buy the next 2 ranks of smith and stone, so I don't mind burning through what I have. Cool. Well, now we can have a more bolstered blocking ability. And that's a good thing. 'Tis a good thing indeed. Warp me back to... Where the hell was I? Oh yeah, we're trying to get to that. So I could probably warp to either one, really. Everything gets to where you're going in a straight line if you just ignore terrain. If you're intangible, then everything is a straight line away. I'm sure Isaac Newton would agree. Of course, I can't... Oh, I gotta have whatever the hell that item is. The Crowder Garden. Oh boy, string. Not since Patrick's secret box in SpongeBob has string been so alluring. Can't even remember what dumb joke I was about to make. Alright, so this is that camp. Those Batistas are respawned, but luckily we've got everything out of there we want. We've already plundered that booty. I'm a busy man, son. I can't be plundering the same booty all day. I've got a circuit. I've got our booty route. A booty Rudy, I like to call it. Look at that big jackass. In need of humbling. There's a couple of you, too. Look at all the little Erd trees with their little treasures. Bunch of those assholes that like to walk down the road. I ain't got nothing to do with them. There is the map shard. I always miss it when I ride by. Yeah. Cool. So, where are we headed next? Yeah, I know I found the map. I was just looking at it. We actually want to head down this little avenue. I love these little skulls that randomly spawn. I figured later in the game they'd have higher tier runes, but they seem to always have just rune 1. I foresee nothing bad happening as we run down that lavish and ornate highway with the big tree sentinel statues. Why would anything bad happen there? I'm not even going to bother these fine men who are doing a terrible job guarding this place for me. If you're an enemy in a Souls game, you've got to be prepared for the player to just run past you. You've got to be prepared for professionals. Alright, there's one of them jackass knights. Oh, there's 3. This would be a good spot to farm that armor if there's a site of grace nearby. Just keep weaving, boys. And there's a couple of tree sentinels. Oh no, what a fierce boss fight. Be a shame if I just ran past it. Be a shame if I was the true hero, wouldn't it? I'll deal with them, but I want the damn side of grace first. Don't talk to me before I've touched grace. Don't talk to me before I've got dragon ass breath. And luckily they actually give you the map to this area right here. So you ain't got to go wandering around for it. Alright. Let's see what these jackasses want. Other than to have their asses kicked. They were slightly out of rotten breath range. He's trying to block that shit. Yeah, he's got the miasma of death. He's got the fart cloud of death hung all over him. I'm going to assume he's the same, like, boss, like the same stats and shit as the one you fight at the very beginning of the game. So you can see just how much more powerful you've become. I remember when you were a threat, I was a young man with like a +1, like Claymore. Son, I was so young and naive. I was like Mau Mau when he still wore the green armor and was still good friends with Bao Bao. Don't teleport away from me when I'm winning. Don't fucking turn the NES off just because I'm winning. At least it didn't give him all of his HP back. That would have been fucking unacceptable. Hell yeah, there's one down. Let me get my dragon ass breath real strong, son. Too late. You've already been marinated. He's mad, boys, you can tell. Oh, wow, you got me on the halfback, the blowback. Real fucking mature, buddy. He always gets real mad when you hit him. He's like me. We're a lot alike, me and you, Tree Sentinel. I'm a bit of a bitch and moaner myself. Should I let the dragon ass kill him? It's what he deserves. Just like me on my birthday, son. Smothered. in dragon ass. Ah, it feels good to be the hero again, I'm telling you. And we got a cool Erdtree Great Shield. The other one probably dropped something too, but I wasn't paying attention. Probably some sort of sour grapes, halberd, or shield, I would imagine. Alright, now that great justice has been proved. You always got to check if you can bolster your flasks, ye flasks. So we want to visit, I believe it's this cave, and we want to go right here. Is that right? I'm trying to remember all the good shit that's out here. We've got access to quite a bit. A good shit-rich environment. I like the color scheme up here. Very autumny. It's like we completed the special zone in Mario World. I'm expecting all the, like, knights to come running up wearing big fake Mario heads. Or I guess in this case it'd be big fake Soul the Confessor heads with his stern expression. So here is a church. Missionaries Cookbook 4. Well, what does that let us make, my friend? Oh, we can make all that holy shit. Neat. So that seal is good. I think that scales with... Yeah, this scales with int and faith. So if you're both kinds of magic, aka a heretic, you could use that emblem. Alright, so the cave we want to go in is right down there, but unfortunately there's also gravity in the way. Gravity's nuts, son. Miyazaki got him. Okay. I mean, there's not really much in your way. That's a good thing. Just enjoy the ambience of riding around. Pretend it's Breath of the Wild, and your blood pressure doesn't have to be in the corner all the time. Now, there is one of them scarabs down there you can see that you've got to try to hit while he's invisible. Whew, I don't know if I have the patience to deal with him right now. I don't remember if he drops anything I want. I'm so not used to being able to kill one of them with just a regular hit. We could try to get him with the dragon tail when he's coming back this way. I'm going to assume these are telling me to attack him here. Yeah. Alright, wait till we see him coming back. You and me, Katana Ghostman. Indeed. Oh no, there he comes. Alright. Right now. Pop! Damn! I feel like we just missed him. Why he doesn't... He follows a set path. Miyazaki somehow knew where I, personally, was going to stand. Okay, he has to funnel through here. Eventually. Well, ain't you crowd just real fucking lovely? I've got shit to deal with. I wonder if we could hit him with this, spewing fire dragon breath. We'll try that when we see him. Here he comes, boys. Let's see. Hell yeah! Prayerful strike. If we were still faith lads, I'm sure we'd have a good time. Now, we could burn these dudes up, or we could just shoot them with poison arrows. Because once you poison one of them, son, it's a bad time for everyone in there. Once one of them shits their pants, all of them shit their pants. Y'all weren't even guarding anything. Oh, they were guarding this turtle. Let me shoot you in the ass with a poison arrow. He's not a fan. Alright. Just poison that one for fun. And profit. I bet that bug will move if I try to shoot it. Miyazaki, it's input reading me as we speak. In real time. Deep Blue itself couldn't have... Oh, wow! You wandered into the farty death! Oh, I shot a regular arrow. It's real embarrassing. It's real satisfying to watch those things fart each other to death. Great justice, I would call it. It is weird that they're like so weak to their... Well, I guess it's not their own poison. You're shooting them with like a foreign poison. They're like the aliens from War of the Worlds. They were also killed by noxious fart clouds that they didn't anticipate. Their science, their alien instruments and readings never took into account. Only Beavis and Butthead held power over them. Alright, get through this tunnel right fast. Right smart fast even. Illusionary walls. Where are the messages? Okay, thank you. You gotta praise the real ones. Alright, I feel like I could just lightning bolt my way through here. 420. Blaze it, son. Oh, they dropped the good shit, too. 420, the day of the year that Blaze the Cat is most powerful. Time for ambush. Oh, yeah, you're right. Oh, I don't know what's in your perfume jar. It's like going through the perfume department. If SpongeBob hadn't already perfected that joke, I'd keep going. You're like, yeah, far be it from you to repeat a SpongeBob reference. Hell yeah. We didn't even need to beat the boss. That's the thing that'll let us buy the next 2 ranks of Smith and Stone. Oh yeah, don't forget cracked crystal. I've already made a cursed reference in a previous episode, so I'll spare y'all this once. That's my Christmas present to you this year. When December rolls around, you're going to be like, man, when's Tenfey's holiday special this year? You're like, oh, didn't you hear? He only half made a reference to that terrible Star Fox Command ending where Crystal becomes edgy and emo. And that was our present this year. And so one of y'all is going to be like, it's fucking worth it, man. I can't take that shit. Okay, there's another illusionary wall. Counting illusionary walls. That don't bother me at all. I'm going to send you down, but I'm going to take the good path. Huh. Now remember, we need a 7 to get our dragon sigil to the next level. So that would definitely be a good thing. I know it's safe down there, but I just find it very satisfying to throw those stones down. Here, we did it. I can't fit through here, though. Miyazaki doesn't believe. The hitboxes are hyper-realistic on the enemies when they're dodging your magic. But heaven forbid I could squeeze through that little hole. Something ahead. Here. Son, once illusionary walls became real, they became everything, apparently. Oh, wow. Yeah, I was about to say, we found the item, Miyazaki. Guess I'll turn around and leave. Wonder if a single person has ever fell for that. Wonder if there's anyone out there who never knew about the Great Hollow in Dark Souls 1, even though they've been inside that tree and got like the wood plank shield, or even the, I think it's a humanity item that's in the first fake secret room. Oh, this is real embarrassing. I ran out of blue. Don't tell the Earth Cave Vampire or Eiffel 65. I don't think that'll reach him. Well, hell, what do I know? The only boy that could ever reach me was a son of a lightning spear. Okay, that's real fucking mature. Throwing fucking perfume jars. He had like a sickle. What happened to this poor asshole? The one real wall in the whole damn cave. Beware projectile weapon. He tried to warn me. Sending gate ahead. No? I don't think that's true. Man, I was going to say, maybe that man knew something none of us did. He's the only one that knew the truth. Pickled golden fowl foot. Well, there's a rebirth stat. She actually has one of her arms. Be wary of ambush. Time for jumping. Try ranged battle. Oh, that's right. You need to make your way around. I'm trying to see if I could click onto anybody. Oh, there's some exploding statue or exploding clusters down there. This would be a good serial name. Roll, roll, roll. Oh no, I knew you were there and everything, but when I fell, Miyazaki was like, "No, you're stunned when you hit the ground." Idiot. Your character has to stand there for 12 minutes. I'm telling you, he's like a petulant DM. He's like, you rolled a 1 on your ankle check. They love that shit around here. Grab the smithing stones along the way. It won't let you target lock them. Doesn't matter. I could spew fucking shit everywhere. Oh, I thought I was so clever. Alright, this puts us on the other side. I mean, you could also just do this and run away. Not as satisfying as destroying them with fiery dragon breath, but effective in its own way. The old fang. I knew that weren't a real fake wall. I just wanted to prove it to y'all. Over here's the kind of place fellas hide fake walls these days. Or an explodey thing, I guess. Yeah, there we go. This guy knew. This place gets real intricate as you go through it. So these must be the roots of the actual Erd tree, considering, you know, it's right there. And I'm sure they go out real far, considering it's like this big old thing that everyone thinks is a real big deal. Everybody loves trees around here. Trees are terrific. It's just one of those things you used to see during Saturday morning cartoons. Also, there was like a singing bee, and he told you to obey signs. Does anyone know what I'm talking about? Am I giving off fucking 35-plus-year-old boomer energy? Okay. Those things are waiting for me to fall down there and get real embarrassed. Do I have any kind of throwing pots? Do I have any kind of throwing pot? Are you a pirate? It doesn't look like I do. What would be the best? The freezing pot. Oh no, that uses the rimmed crystal bud. Can't possibly. Let's just make a bunch of these and equip them. And see if we can't make those things blow up before we even fall down there and have to deal with them. Yeah. They're immune to their own explosions. They're not like the fart barnacles. Or farticles, as we call them. Alright, starting to look real boisterous. You're like, what? He's used that word so much he doesn't actually know what it means. Liar head. Precious item head. Alright, God only knows what's going to attack me in that room, so let's get ready. The boys are ready to be summoned and blessinged, and we'll go from there. Here's the boys. Okay, buddy. Just calm down. There's enough dragon tail for everyone. There's enough dragon ass breath to humble even the sternest swordman. The boys are bullying this poor man to death. They don't even need me and my dragon tail and my dragon ass breath. Oh no, I'm out of blue. But I'm not out of bloody high slash. Oh, he could leap away. He was out of range of bloody high slash. Whatever, we'll just get a less cool ending. That's what Miyazaki wanted. Wow, some sword that I'm never going to use. I'm not even going to look at it. Y'all can look it up online. And we found this cool gate way down here, where I bet all kinds of fun stuff happens. If you can get the damn door open. Divine Tower of West Atlas. Not a bad thing to come across. Alright, I've been recording for like 2 hours and 15 minutes. I'm probably just going to upload this as one big episode because why wouldn't I? Y'all can just watch it in whatever chunks you want to watch it, son. But as always, the fact that you are watching it makes me want to say,